Okay. Let's see where my microphone's located. I'm coming to you from a McDonald's in South Point, Ohio. I had to go across the Ohio River. I just wanted to go over there. I love the river. I love the water. What can I say? So I'm going home now, but I'm leaving from South Point, Ohio, and I'm going to follow the map to go back home. It's probably just going to take me to 152, or to 52, I mean, and just drive all the way out 52. But you know, whatever. We'll go that way. So let me see. Do I have some antifreeze in here? Feels like I might need some antifreeze in the car. Everyone, I hope you have an awesome day. It's been really interesting. I've been to the VA, had addressed a few things there with my shoulder. I met some real interesting people, but I'm going to go across the Ohio River now. So I'm going to back up and head out of here, and let's see what we have. You ready? Are you ready? I'm going to turn the camera around now. I think you probably had enough of me, haven't you? There we go. McDonald's. And let me get out of here so I don't take anyone with me. Get some AC blowing in the car. This is South Point, Ohio. It's Sandusky Service Road that I'm going on. The map is talking in the background, so you may pick it up. I don't know. I hope. We'll see. So I'm going to turn left on Sandusky Service Road. It's Sandusky Road to Sandusky, Ohio, but this is South Point. Okay, I'll do that. Let's see. Gonna go up here and turn right. Los Nails, Davita, KFC, Big Sandy Super Center. Okay, I think I can do that. Have to get in line. Get over here. There we go. So this is US 52 East in South Point, Ohio, Lawrence County, Ohio. It's right along the Ohio River. And yeah, so it's going to be, I've never been in South Point. All these years I've lived here and have never been across the river into South Point. Huh. I love going to new places. Just seeing what's out there. But I've got to get back home now because it's about time for everybody to need me back home. Really, absolutely. So let's see. So what have you been doing today? Been hanging out, doing whatever? Huh? So I had some interesting conversations with people at the VA today over in Huntington, just across the river from here. And it was just so much fun. The occupational therapy person, handsome young man. Yep, handsome young man. So we always have an interesting conversation. I was trying to remember the names of it. He had a radio station on. It was playing John Jett and Blackhearts, one of their hits that actually made it that everyone remembers, John Jett and Blackhearts. And then he said, it finds us up there. They play everything. Play everything on that station. I said, do they play Beethoven? He goes, probably Christmas. So right now I'm getting ready to go across the river on 52. And it's going to go across the river into Ohio. I'm not sure you'll be able to see the river or not, because I have to keep the camera mounted. Distraction cause an accident. So what it does, it's going to take us across through here. And it'll get to the place where, I'm already familiar with where this is going to take me, so whatever. Huntington, West Virginia, here we are. I'm going to punch it a little bit because this is a one-lane bridge, two-lane bridge. So I got to punch it to get in front of the truck that's behind me. I love this river. Well, I mean, here's the sign that says welcome. Welcome to West Virginia. I'm going to turn off my mouth, that thing. Well, leave it on. Don't matter. It does not matter. And now I am in Huntington, West Virginia, folks. Turn the AC up a little because it is toasty warm in here now. It's 75 degrees. Left lane is closed, and I'm going to skirt over to the right side. Yep, that's where I'm heading, towards Ashland, Kentucky, but we'll turn off before we even cross the intersect. Where Big Sandy River and Ohio River come together, we're not going to go across that intersection into Ashland, Kentucky, or Catholic Kentucky. I'm not going to go over there. We're going to go down. Just hang with me. I'm going to focus more on driving right now. How about that, y'all? That'd be a good idea, huh? Okay, so I'm getting ready to merge into 64. There's nothing here. We'll go to exit 1, basically, and then we'll turn down to 2. Or I could go across the river and actually go down 23. Either way, it gets me back to Pike County. I think I'll go down 23 this time. Y'all been with me down the other one. So I'm going to stay here for a minute. I'm just going to go on over to 23 in Kentucky and go that way. There's a bunch of ways to get back to Hardy. I'll go over to Pike. Right along with me, Canova, Ashland, Lexington, Kentucky, 103 miles. So anyway, I just watched a little video clip by Amy McGrath, Lieutenant Marine Corps fighter pilot, Naval Academy grad. She was talking about what AXEP did with the Dockwitz program that had been around since the 1950s, basically, trying to help women acclimate into the military, to gain access into the military, and all kinds of stuff like that. But he closed down because he considers it divisive. That man has got one heck of a week. What do you call a person like that? What do you call that? Somebody who is so weak-kneed that they have to attack women and their rights. But no, it comes from his faith. We've been trying to tell you this. Amy's right. If you get a chance, go on my Facebook page. It's over there. She talks about it. But she's talking about what it took for her to spend their 20 plus years in the military, come out as a lieutenant colonel in the Marine Corps with a fighter pilot. And I'm going to tell you, she didn't give up anything. They didn't change any of the standards for her at all. I know that. Amy's from Kentucky. I'm getting ready to go into her state over here, my state, her state. So, I mean, really, and then she's talking about this, and it's really atrocious that Pete Hegseth, who really has an issue with women, it really does. He's got some kind of real problem with women, but it comes personally, he's had those kind of beliefs all along. I mean, he's talked about it in his book. Written on like a third grade level. It's poorly written. It's a bunch of garbage. But anyway, he tells you what he's wanting to do. He told you what he wanted to do in War on Warriors and in the subsequent book, which I did not read. I figured it would be just a colossal waste of time. But and now that he's in there as Secretary of War, what a name, Secretary of War, so he is actually implementing his religious beliefs, imposing his religious ideology on the whole of the Department of War, folks. Where does he get all that stuff from? Well, look, Doug Wilson doesn't think women ought to be in the military or in leadership in any position, and also thinks they should not vote. That's his pastor, leader of the group of churches that he's part of. Then they said it. They want to repeal the 19th. I mean, this is ludicrous, folks. It's coming from modern American men who just can't deal with women in power and positions of authority or in combat roles. And Amy McGrath could run circles around him. He knows it. Admiral French could run circles around him. Admiral Davis can run circles around him. All these women that he has kicked out of the service or moved to secretarial roles, essentially. Yeah, I mean, that's exactly what he's done. Admiral Davis, who was the superintendent of the Naval Academy, replaced by a Marine Corps general. And we've never had a Marine Corps general as our superintendent of the Naval Academy. Never have. It's a good thing. He's highly qualified, absolutely skilled. He could have waited to the end of Admiral Davis' term, though. But no, Pete didn't want her there. Pete did not want her there at the academy. A lot of it has to do with people like me who are pushing against him so hard and so loudly and so publicly. There are so many of us from the academy who are pushing back against this man. He's just a weak. He's just a weak little man who has to hide behind this pseudo macho machismo stuff to have any sense of identity and purpose. Let me see if I can cut off this. So I'm going back over to here. Get my reach. Okay, should be still be on there. Where'd you go? I know it's in there somewhere. So I'm going to run over to Kentucky and go down 23. Some of you are probably still watching, I think, maybe. But I had to turn off the map and guidance because I know we're going out.